Do you ever feel like when you're scaling up your business that the wheels are just coming off the bus? When it was just you and maybe you and a small team, it was so easy to maintain control of everything and make sure every single thing was done to your standard. But once you have more clients and starting to get more business, it's harder to control all those pieces and it can really keep you up at night. When you're trying to decide what systems do I need when I'm scaling up so that I can keep delivering high quality and also still enjoy my life and not be running around putting out fires as we add more business, there's so many decisions to make. What's the right customer relations management system? What's the right project management system? What's the right sales system? But even before you get any of those, or if you have ones you're already using and you're not ready to upgrade, here's something you can do right now that will really help you to scale up. It's creating SOPs. If you've never heard of SOPs, that stands for Standard Operating Procedure. And SOPs are your best friend as a CEO. The reason is they're going to help you sleep better at night, make sure that if somebody leaves or is out sick on your team, that someone else can do the job, and make sure that you're maintaining all historical information about best practices in your business. Did you ever have someone leave and then think, oh, wait a minute, they knew how to do that and nobody else knows how to do it? Well, now you won't have to worry about that anymore. I'm going to show you one of our SOPs at Million Dollar Women just to give you a sense. So the SOP, here we go, I'll do a little screen share, is just simply a Google Doc that you can create today and it's free. So you can do this today right after you get off of this live. So here's one of ours for our social media team. If you're like me, we have multiple people working on social media. People are in and out. Some of them are students. Then they go away on vacation. Somebody else has to take over. So the SOP has exactly what the main responsibilities are and what they do every single day. What needs to get posted, how it has to get approved, who has to see what before it goes live, how do you film with me, so that anybody can jump in and do the job. And then if you're editing reels like we are, that has so many different steps. So we have all those instructions right here. And whenever we catch something that needs to be done better, or maybe we missed something and then we posted something that had a mistake in it, we go back and add it to the SOP, and sometimes with a highlight so we don't forget. So this is such an invaluable tool and super easy to create. You can just open up a Google Doc and start writing up what each job does in your company. This one happens to be for the social media people. And then you just add to it. I will share that recently we had to print postcards, which is something we don't do that often. And we hadn't added this last year. So we spent several weeks figuring out, okay, do we use Staples? Do we use FedEx? Do we have to bring it there? Can we upload it on the website? And I was so insistent that we write all this up, and happily my team members did it so that we never have to go through that again, because we wasted so many hours refiguring out how to do the postcards. But now it's all here, exactly how to upload it to FedEx online, how to check the proof, how much it's going to cost, saving file instructions, every single detail. And I know when I was getting ready for this, I can stop the share. When I was getting ready for this going live today, my COO said, oh, yes, I love our SOPs, because when I first started working with you, everyone was talking about the SOPs and I had no idea what that was. I'd never heard of it before. But now it's something I check all the time. And when one of our other members went out on vacation, she was able to do that person's job just by checking the SOP, because it had every single detail of what to do every step of the way. There's a lot more I could teach you about SOPs. This is something that takes a few weeks to perfect, because you're going to create one, but then you really need other people on your team to use it in order to make sure that it's done right. And if you're feeling like, Julia, I don't have time for this, I'm trying to get ready for my next clients, I'm marketing, I'm reaching out to people on LinkedIn, you can always ask someone on your team, especially if it's the person doing the job, to create the first outline of the SOP. And then a great way to test if it actually works is to ask someone else on your team to use it to do that job. And if when they try to use it, they get lost or it's missing steps, which it probably will be, because SOPs need a lot of fine tuning before they're really ready for airtime, then you can just fix it up. And after, a few iterations, you'll have a perfect SOP and you'll be able to sleep better at night knowing that anybody can do that job. You have all the steps and it's all right there in your Google Drive. We spend several weeks on SOPs in our Million Dollar Women Accelerator program. That is our 12-week program that helps women build more scalable, profitable businesses so that they can double their revenues and get on the path to 1 million. We already have some great women signed up for our winter cohort, which is enrolling now. So if you're looking for help with things like SOPs and making sure that you have more scalable systems in your business, you can set up a call at scalewithjulia.co. We'll find out where you are in your business and see if Accelerator is right for you. As you implement these SOPs, the last thing to remember is that this is not about making it perfect. It's more about just getting started. So even if you just create 3 or 4 different SOPs, one for social media, one for onboarding new clients, one for, let's say, how you offboard clients, or maybe how you pay invoices, whatever recurring tasks are in your business, just at least get each one started. And then you'll find just by having it in your drive, the next time you're doing the task and thinking, oh, right, I always have to remember to log in and do that double authentication or whatever that little detail is, it'll be so much easier to just pop into the SOP and add that detail. This may sound kind of boring, but I promise you that if you implement SOPs, you will thank me later. You will sleep better at night, and your business will be so much more scalable and sellable. Because if one day someone wants to buy your business, they're not going to want to hear that all of the operations are in your head. I have a coaching client who is running $1 million business, and she wants to sell it one day. She's on her way to 2 million. She's got several locations in the US, one in New York, one in Florida, and they're opening up soon in Austin. And she was finding that they weren't delivering the same high quality operations at each location. And that was really keeping her up at night. So I showed her the SOP, and she had her best operations manager create the perfect SOP for delivering the services. And then she shared it with the operations managers in the other locations. Already that has sorted out so many problems and really smoothed things out. So this is something you can get started on right away. And if you get stuck on anything, reach out and we'll help you fix it up. I hope you can start making your first SOP today. There's no reason to wait. And I look forward to seeing you soon right back here on Scale with Julia. In the meantime, stay brave and go big.